What's going on, YouTube?
Yes, I know it's a different kind of video today, but what I have right next to me is the 2015 BMW i8. I'm going to be doing my first ever car review on it, so without further ado, let me show you guys why this is such a head turner, and why if I pull up to a girl's house in this car, she's mine. Let's get it. It has a turbocharged 3-cylinder engine with the electric engine, and this is the 2015, so it's the second of its model. The 2015 BMW i8 is equipped with a 231 horsepower turbocharged 1.5 liter 3-cylinder engine. It produces 236 foot-pounds of torque with a 6-speed automatic gearbox that sends power only to the rear wheels. A separate 96 kilowatt 131 horsepower electric motor sits in the front, sending power only to the front wheels. The electric motor contains a 2-speed transmission powered by a lithium-ion battery pack that is mounted between the front passengers. The i8 has a total combined power rating of 362 horsepower when both the electric and gasoline powertrains are operating at maximum output during sport mode. It produces an impressive 0 to 60 time of 4.4 seconds. The i8's travel range of the gasoline tank and battery combined is about 330 miles. The battery provides 5.1 kilowatt hours of usable capacity and can be solely used to give the vehicle a travel range of up to 22 miles when driving fully electric. The fuel economy for just the gasoline-powered engine is about 28 miles per gallon. The i8 only weighs 3,300 pounds. The i8 includes 3 driving modes, which are Comfort Mode, Eco Pro Mode, and Sport Mode. You guys see these little specks right here? Is where BMW thought it would be aerodynamic to create more airflow. That's something that makes controversy with these cars, but to be honest, I kind of like the design. I think it looks really awesome to have that aerodynamic feature. Trunk space on this, take a look. I say it's decently. I mean, you're not going to be able to get groceries in this car here and there, but for a car like this, I don't think you're going to need to do something like that. You got a decent amount of room that you could be doing stuff in, and it's not bad at all. Here's actually where you charge it at, right by the front wheel. I think it's cool how BMW has the light around it. So all you gotta do is stick the charger through there and it will start charging it. And you can do it in the comfort of your own home. You don't have to design or install like a very fancy big electrical system. I'll show you guys the charger now. Right here is the charger showing you what level charge it's at right now. And this is all that you plug it into. A regular home 3-prong electrical outlet. You don't have to do like a really expensive like 4-prong one they have to call somebody to install. And you just use this device right here to charge it from there. Not bad at all. Now getting in and out of that 8 is not that bad, and it surprised me. For a car like this that's so sporty, got the doors going up in the air like that, it's not too bad. I just hover over and I'm out. Alright guys, I'm going to test out the back of the car, see how much room I have. The chair is pushed up as far as it can go. So, nah man, being a little bit tall, this is not very comfortable at all. I feel like my back is hinged forward and I have to kind of crouch just to get my head in here. But to be honest, BMW says that the seats are really for an insurance purpose / emergency only. So, you know, I personally don't like the seats back here. I think that it's too crouched and I think it's very difficult for a real human to be back here, but it's very tight back here. The BMW i8 comes with 20-inch rims and a special type of braking system called regenerative braking. Regenerative braking is basically a braking system where the car is able to charge itself when the driver uses the brakes and slows the car down. Coolest things BMW did was have all the etching on this car carbon fibered out. One of the reasons they did this was to keep everything light as possible, and I think it just makes the car look really cool, to be honest. See, with the door open, I'd say I'm a pretty decently tall guy. I'm doing pretty good on room. Basically, let's take a look at the inside. I think I really like what BMW did with these little lights right here. As you can see, I'm gonna give you guys another shot at night how it looks on the interior, but the interior of this car, I'd say is pretty phenomenal. I like what they did, kind of like what they do on the Supras, is kind of turn this dash towards the driver. The back of the car, I'd say, is basically just for insurance purposes because of how there's basically no room whatsoever to put anybody back there. I'm gonna start up the car here, show you guys how it goes. Click start right there. You got all your information right here. Click confirm. Look at that speedometer, how it illuminates. And then when you're really ready to go, you just go. Some cool features, if you guys can see, is you actually have your own camera right here where you can record, where you could see as you drive the front of the car, which is really awesome. See, but there's also a digital display that pops up as you drive, telling you how fast you're going and the speed limit. Your parking sensor, safety hazard switch. You can toggle the radio controls through this, volume, your discs, I believe, not your disc, your saved FM radio stations. Right here you can adjust the comfort of your seats. You have the rear defroster. You can change the temperatures. Seat warmers on this side, which I think work very great. And all the controls for the AC in the middle. Right side you have the controls as well, where you can control the seats and that side of the car's temperature. You got your intelligent parking brake right here. You can pull up, pull down, and it's all electric. Start stop, e-drive system. You can toggle the if it's bad weather, comfort, eco pro mode, all the different things. Parking sensor, and that's the button I pressed earlier for the camera. And then this is where you toggle from parking to reverse, neutral, drive, and you can go into sport mode there. Right here in the center console, you can go from your menu, media, radio, telephone, navigation, and control the whole car there. Here, you got a little room to put something you want. More room in this compartment as well. Cup holders back there as well. And you got everything here tinted beautifully. Lights going throughout everything. You got your leather seats. So yeah, right here, SOS telephone system, your lights, turn on your lights here, all those LEDs, passenger airbag, safety switch. It's just a beautiful car, guys. This is the button you click to open and get out of here. You have everything you control here, and I'll show you guys how it works. Voila. So in electric mode, all the car engine sounds from the speaker, so I'm gonna try to see if you guys can hear it. So right now we're doing a nighttime drive because I want to show you guys how cool the interior looks. Yep. And then we're gonna switch into sport mode. And this is where the engine comes in. As you guys can see, speedometer changed to orange color.
This is where it's electric and gas. This is where it's actually hybrid.
Okay. Even in sport mode. Only in sport mode. Just give it some gas. Ooh. See, I'll say this. I thought at first that this car wasn't so much of an adrenaline rush, but in the sport mode, I think it's a pretty good adrenaline rush. It kicks your head back a little bit. You'd say so?
Yeah, definitely.
It gets your head kicked back a little bit. So honestly, if you're looking for a car that's electric and sporty, I wouldn't take this off the list. It still gets up and goes, in my opinion. But how's the handling on it? You feel it's pretty smooth?
It handles like a BMW.
Pretty smooth too?
Oh, yeah, dude, this thing handles well.
Wow. And my favorite part is the lights on the inside, man. That's what you were saying too. You got the light bar all around, everywhere. Just interior, this thing's so nice, man. I think it rides very nice. It really scares you a little bit when you're in the sport mode. I feel like when you're in sport mode, you do get a kickback. You get a real kickback, and to be honest, for a 3-cylinder engine, I think it does a lot more than most people would think. You really don't feel like you're in a BMW when you drive this, to be honest with you. You really don't feel like it's a BMW that you traditionally remember.
How you figure? I think it feels a lot like a BMW.
I feel like it's more, it's not like a classic BMW, but it's just more, it's just a different feel to it.
It's just like one of the modern BMWs, dude.
Okay.
12, 15, the new ones with the similar shifter, similar speedometer, cockpit. Like the 750s feel a lot like this cockpit. They don't have the nifty lighting like that, but they got some pretty cool lighting in there too. So
you said the only big difference you feel like in the interior is that
the exterior is the biggest difference.
Yeah, but in terms of the interior, that light bar basically.
That's cool. The blue light bar.
Yeah, seats too. Blue seat in this car.
If I was driving this car as my daily driver, I'd have it in sport mode only. That's the only mode I'd ever use.
Really? Why's that?
Maybe if I went out of town, because I'm addicted to this, baby.
I'll be honest, it does get up and go. Like, even that startled me. It startled me. I mean, I thought coming into this that this car wasn't gonna have that much power for such a small engine, but I was very wrong. And I think that electricity and how they power the engines, having rapid energy and that on-demand power, I think it's very good. This being your first time in I8, what's your honest opinion about this car?
I mean, it's cool. It's got the sex appeal. It's fast enough. But I think this car would be so much cooler if it had a big old V12 in the back and no electronic, no hybrid.
Right.
It'd be so much cooler.
But in terms of just being BMW, do you think this is a cool little car?
Oh yeah, it's definitely a head turner. People asking what it is.
Exactly.
And you know, and they hear it's a BMW and they're like, what?
So what's your overall rating? How would you rate it 1 through 10 in terms of performance?
Solid 8.
What about for handling?
Solid 8.
Okay. And comfort, just you driving, how comfortable do you feel driving compared to some other cars?
Getting in and out of it sucks, but once you're in it, it's not bad at all.
You're deep in it. You feel good in it.
You're good in it.
Yeah.
You feel protected.
You kind of like go into the seats and you're deep in the seats. You kind of like, you know, you dig through it. But okay. So overall, you give us a good review. You like the car.
Yeah, I like it. I'd definitely roll one of these.
Okay. Nice. The interior of this car is insane. This is one of the absolute most comfortable cars to ride in. And with the camera on, it'll actually tell you how close an object is. That's awesome. Man, that i8 was crazy. I had a ton of fun with that review, and I loved everything about that car. If you liked what you saw, please leave a thumbs up below. Leave comments on what you guys want me to do next, what I can work on, how I can give you guys better footage. And think about subscribing. At least think about it. So have a good one, guys. Thank you for watching. Peace out.